For more, visit UWF.com.
Yes, this is what we've all been waiting for, wrestling fans. Welcome back to another UWF TV event. On your screen now is the one and only from Tombstone, Arizona, Scott Sabbath. As you know, he is a UWF favorite, and we know a lot about him, and we know a lot about his counterparts. They know each other very well. They fought in several places together. From Long Island, New York, Zach Iron Manzi. And interesting about this, both of these guys have been tag team champions, have held several titles together. As you can see, Manzi is wearing the very famous UWF logo t-shirt, which is available at theuwf.com. You can find that, and probably those spandex he's also wearing there, and the link to his parents' bakery in Long Island. He's a huge fan of scones, everybody, as we all know, and I think that's exactly what it's yelling at us right now, to follow the Long Island Scones for Business Bakery on Facebook. And while you're at it, find the Universal Wrestling Federation. Follow us on social media platforms, and you guys are going to get the latest news on the best wrestling in the world. And if you guys go to theuwf.com, you can catch a very fresh interview of Zach Manzi, and he talks about his podcast, and his podcast is about his love for cooking. And no, he does not sound as angry as he does while he's wrestling. He actually sounds like he's totally in love with what he does. But anyways, if you guys are just tuning in, this is a UWF TV exhibition match in between two longtime friends. I don't know what they're trying to settle here. Maybe it's just for lunch. But there's the bell, folks. And we're off on another UWF sure to be classic. Sabbath and Manzi, longtime friends. They fought each other several times all around the world. They've been tag team partners, and I'm sure they've shared many a meals together. And finally, some wrestling. They're doing a little dancing around the ring. Sabbath looks like he's ready to take some initiative, and Manzi hits the corner. I guess he needs a little bit more time. He's just toying with him. Like I said, they know each other too well, and I'm sure Manzi knows how to push Scott Sabbath's buttons. In a headlock, Sabbath trying to go straight for a submission or just for some pain. And Manzi uses the ropes, throws him against, and clotheslines him. What a vicious clothesline! Watch out! Scott Sabbath is like being hit with a minibus. The size of that arm. Iron Manzi being one of the biggest. And the crowd lets them know they don't agree, but Manzi has the upper hand now. Something that is quite typical sometimes. He is totally underrated in his athleticism. And man, the whomps on those arms, just the swing of that, it is kind of like being hit by a short bus. Being driven by one of the kids. It's terrible. It's just all over the place. Sabbath reaches for the ropes. He gets some time, but not before Manzi takes him one more time. And the audience, obviously trying to support Sabbath. And oh man, how vicious is that? Using the rope, choking him, the ref giving Manzi the disqualification count, and knows the timing. Now he's got Sabbath by his head and he uses the turnbuckle. Oof! Have some turnbuckle sandwich. Or maybe a turnbuckle scone if it's done by Zach Manzi. And another choker hold there. And now he's riding the ropes down the line. Oh, and another sandwich, another turnbuckle sandwich. The audience, which is very safely distanced here in a socially distant society, all our fans are behind very special, scientifically proven protective sheets, and behind that they're all socially distanced, wearing their masks. And Manzi working on Sabbath one more time now in the other corner, trying to give him a nice tour of the whole ring there. Sabbath on his knees, trying to get up, and up one more time. It's like he's playing Connect 4 with the turnbuckles and Scott Sabbath's face. You guys do know, Sabbath is a very, 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 I'm trying to find the right word here, folks. Very, very, he's a fighter, folks. We're saying he's a fighter. He doesn't give up. He can take a beating, and sometimes before you know it, he just snaps out of it, and I guess snaps into it. But here's Manzi now. Oh! Like I was saying, Sabbath nearly catches Manzi with a surprise pin. And now Sabbath has turned the tables around, trying to get Manzi's shoulder down to get a count, but no. Manzi just rolls around like a big old deadly lethal roly-poly. And now he turned it around. Sabbath trying to use an arm lock submission. Manzi trying to reach for the ropes, but he's not giving up. All 350 plus pounds of the Long Island scumbag manages to reach and turns it around. What a counter by the Iron Manzi. And the ref is trying to find the clear submission, and now Sabbath is just doing some head work, folks. His ground game underestimated and underrated until now. And Sabbath finally releases Manzi, and Manzi seems to be in a little bit of pain. Folks, this has been another classic fight only here on the UWF. Can you see this type of action? Sabbath now has Manzi, and Manzi taking a little bit of floor music. Now with a second Sabbath arm submission. And no, Manzi, he's a fighter, folks. He's gonna fight for you till the very end. And Sabbath with the Sabbath submission that's the third time already, and he's really working it. And I mean, I don't know how you could do it. Manzi has such muscles around that neck, and it's muscles, folks. And for an exclusive interview of the Iron Zach Manzi, visit the UWF.com. As you know, he is one of the biggest UWF talents. And he's also in trouble right now, and no! He manages to get to the ropes. The audience does not like that. Scott Sabbath just goes back to work. Scott Sabbath from Tombstone, Arizona, used to the high heat, and there is no heat like the heat here at the UWF TV match. This one is just an exhibition between two great friends, but what an exhibition it is. Sabbath working Zach Manzi's face, and oh, a foot to the face. Using the ropes, and oh, the tombstone shoulder. No! Nice kick out by Manzi, who started off hot. He started off in control. Ever since a couple of moves ago, Sabbath has been in control. He's attempted the Sabbath submission 3 times. I can't wait till he tries it 7 so I can say this is the 7th Sabbath submission. And this is the 4th right here, folks. He's got him. And Manzi looking for a count, but it's a submission. Sabbath has a submission, and Manzi will not quit. Manzi will not give in, folks. As much as the crowd hates to hear and see this, but we told you once and we told you once again, he's gonna fight you till the very end. And Sabbath still in the middle of that submission. The audience, this crowd, the greatest wrestling fans in the world, witnessing another UWF TV classic, and now the tables are turned. Manzi now riding him like a Long Island ferry, and he's having a great old time on top of there. And what's this? Scott Sabbath countering, takes control of Iron Manzi's wrist and flips him over on the counter, trying to pin. No call, and the audience disappointed. Our great UWF fans, they are not happy with this. Manzi managed to reach just for the ropes in time, and oh man, there is no other place they're gonna get this type of entertainment. Scott Sabbath not working on those strong Iron Manzi mitts. Finally got control of him again. Manzi started off strong, and then he lost control, and then he gained it for a second, and then Sabbath now, oh, with a kick to the face! Some chin music with the Sabbath thing, and oh, he breaks, he kicks out, folks. I'm telling you, obviously, here at UWF TV Studios, Scott Sabbath has the heart of the fans with him, and now he has, is that his seventh Sabbath submission? Oh no, it's a Sabbath stomper, working that arm. He's gonna do it again. Oh, now goes underneath. Sabbath really gave Manzi some chin music with that diving kick, and dazed and confused, which doesn't sound like it, but like we said before, these guys know each other very well. Anything can happen. And if you're just tuning in, folks, you're missing out, or you're joining in on another classic UWF matchup between two friends, counterparts, giving the fans here quite a show. And here's Manzi out of nowhere, and he got it. He knocked him out. You see how fast that happened? Ladies and gentlemen, your winner from Long Island, New York, the Long Island scumbag, Zach Iron Manzi. Woo, folks, nowhere else are you gonna get this but on UWF TV. We'll be right back after this break with more of the best wrestling in the planet. Welcome back, wrestling fans, to more UWF TV. The following match is for the UWF Tag Team Championship, and what a grueling matchup it's gonna be. Toxik and Nightmare Azteca versus Smoke Signalz. Toxik and Nightmare Azteca, they're both from Mexico, and they've known each other a long time. They're both raised pretty much like brothers. And they fought so long, they have held multiple regional titles together, which brings a lot of experience into the ring tonight. And the contenders, Smoke Signalz, composed of Jose Hendrix and Wyatt, two shadows. They're right off of the reservation, and guys, these two share interest in the older forms of communication, and of course, weekly visits to the Medicine Man. Yes, folks, there will be a new UWF Tag Team Champ at the end of this match, and you can only get this type of action on UWF TV. And for more on these wrestlers and more of our UWF stars, visit theuwf.com. All right, folks, we're getting ready. Smoke Signalz versus Toxik and Nightmare Azteca. And there's the bell, folks. We're off. Both wrestlers making contact, saying hello, friendly in the middle of the ring. Now they're off, and right off the start, they go for the head, and it's just a quick lock. They both break out of it. They relock themselves, and they do it again. Looks like they're matched up pretty good. Like we said, smoke signals. They're straight out of the reservation. They love the medicine man. So we don't know if any of these moves are gonna hurt thanks to all that CBD. If you're just tuning in, folks, you are watching the UWF Tag Team Championship between Toxik and Nightmare Azteca and Smoke Signals. Here you see Wyatt Two Shadows working head-to-head versus Nightmare Azteca. Shoulder toss and shoulder toss. Missed clotheslines. Both of these wrestlers very quick, a lot of energy, and they still have yet to tag in their teammates. Look at the maneuvering. We don't know what Nightmare Azteca is doing, but I don't know if it includes visits to his medicine man. All right, finally, first tag team switch. Here we go. It's the legendary Mexican wrestler Toxik versus Mr. Jose Hendrix, and right to the ground, roll over, jumps it. And if you're interested on finding out why Jose Hendrix is Jose Hendrix, you can check out the live interview at the UWF.com, where you can find tons on all of our magnificent, multi-talented wrestling talent. But for now, Toxik laying it on Hendrix. I just have to say, and I'm going to point out that both of these teams, tag teams, they are full of energy, and they're giving these wrestling fans all they can handle. In a socially distanced, specifically prepared show, like we said, very limited special guest fans are on the other side of those medically proven drapes, and you can hear through them, and you can see now Toxik trying to work Hendrix's arms, and it looks like Hendrix breaks out and counters, switches positions. Toxik trying to break out, grabs his leg, trying to land the Toxic twist. He's trying to reach for the ropes, folks. Jose's reaching for the ropes, and Toxik with the Toxic twist submission. Hendrix is waving around like the other Hendrix. Oh, what a counter pin! Hendrix manages to shift his weight and almost got lucky and got Toxik and gave him some of his own medicine. Both wrestlers now trying to work the ring, getting some space, and there you go. Toxik once again takes control, and once again trying to work the arm. Very agile. How can I say, countering and locks. Mostly effective. These teams have never faced each other before, but the way they are wrestling each other, it's almost like a beautiful dance, except for that. Nice suplex from Toxik, trying to get a sneak in, and he kicks out. Hendrix staying alive. He didn't write that song, but Jose Hendrix thrown to the turnbuckle, and okay, it's a good opportunity for another switch. Hendrix was gassed out, and here comes Wyatt Two Shadows and Nightmare Azteca. The first time around, the first tag section, both of these guys went about it quick and strong. Now maybe they're a little bit gassed. And right on top with the crusher from Wyatt Two Shadows. And Nightmare Azteca slows him down. Interesting to say that Nightmare Azteca and Toxik both grew up like brothers. They're from different dads and different moms, but oof. Here's a suplex from Toxik, trying to wear out Wyatt. And they definitely seem a little gassed out. They started off hard and strong, rolling around, jumping and diving, and now both Toxik and Wyatt Two Shadows seem like they are exhausted. They could really go for a tag right here. Once again, This tag came in a lot sooner than last one, and it's a tag assist, and they throw Wyatt Towers against the ropes, and it's a merry-go-round of kicks to the face, and here's Nightmare Azteca trying to get the pin. Hendricks tried to come in and help, and the ref did not allow that. But the pin didn't count, folks. He kicks out, and we're still here. And we will have a new UWF Tag Team Champion by the end of this match. And these UWF fans have been waiting for this for quite some time. And it seems like Toxik was waiting for Jose Hendricks. And there he goes against the ropes, and oof. What is he doing there? Oh, I don't even know what that was. Some sort of grasshopper shoulder slam, and Jose Hendricks cannot hear the music. Now he is the victim of a little drop kick chin music. And oh man, talk about bad hair day. Toxik trying to take advantage of Mr. Hendricks' long, luscious hair, uses it against him, and then tries to pin him with it. Both of these tag teams seem to be tired, but the legendary Mexican tag team duo of Toxik and Nightmare Azteca seem to have just that much more. And it seems they might be. Here's with another attempted pin, and no! Jose Hendricks kicks out just in time, and now back in is Nightmare Azteca. Jose Hendricks trying to reach for his tag, and no! Well, he sort of reached for it as Nightmare Azteca throws him into the turnbuckle, and Hendricks takes the opportunity to tag in, and oh, welcome into the ring with a kick to the abdomen. Nightmare Azteca is probably at least 10 to 15 years older than Wyatt Two Shadows, and it seems like they're actually have more energy somehow. Smoke signals out of the reservation are gonna need a lot of medicine to get over all this abuse today. And now it is Wyatt Two Shadows getting, what is this? Double suplex! Oh my lord. That is gonna hurt. He is gonna need a little bit of medicinal something for that lower back problem when this match is over. And if you do also want to check out, we have plenty of remedies and health products at the UWF.com. Yes, we do have that type of rubbing alcohol. And once again, the veteran tag team is trying to take advantage. What happened here? Two Shadows slips out and manages to catch Nightmare Azteca off guard, stuns him, and nope, it didn't work. He just set up another kick right to the face, and wow, in a matter of seconds, the youngster, Wyatt Two Shadows, overpowers and stuns the Mexican tag team with much more experience. And now he's working on Nightmare Azteca, throws him against the ropes, and oh! Look at that elbow to the face. He's got the pin, too, and no! Oh man, that was close. Toxik came in and made a little bit of break. There is Nightmare Azteca rolling off, tagging Toxik, and Toxik is trying to body slam. Oh, and he got him. Trying for the pin again, and no. And he does it again, back-to-back attempts. No, kicks out once again. Woof. I guess the youth is coming in handy right now. And with a third attempt at a pin, Jose Hendricks steps in, tags and interrupts the pin, and now he, with a little bit more energy, is taking on Toxik, and up clothesline to the face. He seems way more refreshed than when they were dragging him around by his hair. And here is Jose Hendricks trying his shot at a pin, and no! Azteca comes in and breaks that up with more time to spare. And I don't know what these guys are talking about, what they're thinking, but it's not the first time that they grab Jose Hendricks right by the hair and they two-timed him, or three-timed him if you count the actual floor of the ring. All right, here he is. They throw him into the opposite turnbuckle, and Toxik gets thrown into Jose Hendricks, and no! Throws him over the ropes, and they're working the corner. And they're working Hendricks too. Hendricks, oh, you can see the pain. And yes, nowhere but here, I'm telling you, can you see this type of wrestling entertainment? Who will be the next UWF Tag Team Champion? We will find out today. If you're just tuning in, folks, this place is going wild. We have the best wrestling fans in the world and 4 awesome wrestlers giving it their all. Be sure you check your local listings for the next UWF TV event. But for now, here is Wyatt Two Towers taking the tag from Jose Hendricks, and Toxik is in trouble. Wyatt Two Shadows working that top part of the body, a couple of headshots. Here comes Nightmare Azteca giving Toxik a little assist and probably a little breather. He looked like he was worn out there trying to fight from his knees. And now, stuck in the turnbuckle with Nightmare Azteca, now joined by Toxik. Wyatt Two Shadows gets thrown, and over the shadows, over the ropes, goes Toxik, and swinging a miss with a kick to the face. And here is Wyatt Two Shadows. He got him with a counter, missed the kick and flipped him over. Smoke Signalz, your new UWF Tag Team Champions. What a fight, folks. It was youth versus experience. It was classic wrestling at its best, only on UWF TV. And neither one of these wrestlers seems happy with each other. They're talking about it, and I'm surprised they haven't left the ring yet. But here is Toxik. Seems like Nightmare Azteca does not want to hear anything, turns his back on him, and finally responds. There they are. Once again walks away from Toxik. Like we said, these guys are like brothers, so when they get into it, it must be bad. And here's Toxik. What's he doing? He used the ropes and oh! Gets Nightmare Azteca right below the belt, and he's not stopping now. Oh, a clothesline. Oof, looks like baby brother is a little pissed off. I would hate to be in the car on the ride home after this one, folks. I have been the people's commentator, Benji Garcia Reyes. This has been another UWF TV presentation. Be sure you check us out, follow us on social media, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.